Hey, what is up, everybody? Sorry about being late. A little bit of technical problems, but I took care of it. So, but I'm fucking here now. We're gonna kick some ass. It's one of the greatest movies of all time. I don't care what anybody says. It is, and I say so. So that makes it right. But no, for real. Welcome to the Sunday afternoon matinee, shining from 1980. Um, Somewhere around the fall and the winter of '76. I do believe. That was the time frame. I know it was around late '76. He finished up his book, and what was it, third, fourth book maybe? I didn't check that out, but he ended up releasing it finally on June 13th of 1980. Or no, let me get this right. No, January of 1977. The movie was released June 13th, 1980. But yeah, they basically Kubrick wanted to buy the rights so he could make it his. Wanted to, he wanted it to be his thing because Kubrick, when you get two great minds like that together, um, you got Stephen King, one of the greatest writers of all. I mean, arguably in a lot of people's minds the best, and then you got Kubrick, known as one of the best of all time, and they do things their own way, and they do it very unapologetic. You know what I mean? So it's like Kubrick didn't like some certain things about King's book. So he bought the rights so that no one could say anything about him changing it to make it the way he thought it should be and the way he thought was better. So that's what ended up happening. And Stephen King wasn't very happy about that. But the last few years, he's kind of turned around just a little bit. He still doesn't like it. He's kind of turned around just a little bit. Either way, it's a great novel. It's a great film. They're different, but that's what's cool about them. So, yes. Really, really cool facts in here about this, though, man. This movie, I don't know. In Kubrick's movies, he doesn't show you everything all at one time. He kind of leaves little clues here and there, and in a lot of ways, the movie is a lot less specific than the book. Where in the book, you got haunting, you got ghosts. You basically got a ghost story in a hotel based on a hotel him and his wife stayed at, where they were the only two staying there, like the day before the place is going to get torn down. So it's like, yeah, um, I don't know. What do you guys think? Who picks the book? Give give me give me a thumbs up. Whoever thinks the book is better, give me a thumbs up. Whoever thinks the movie is better, give me a smiley face. Movie a smiley face, the book a thumbs up. I prefer the movie. I don't think Jack goes over the top. There's a lot. He picked Jack because he felt Jack could do the more mundane Jack Torrance shit, and he had his shit together. And then we started losing his shit too. He knew he could do both of those. That's also why he didn't do so many takes because he wanted to get him to that point of breaking. Because he knew Jack wouldn't break, but he'd be losing his shit. Same thing with Shirley Duvall. He knew she would break, and that he wanted that reaction from Shelley. He wanted her to break and seem just completely broke down. She really was. So, yeah, this movie is probably the most theorized movie. If you look here on YouTube and you type up the Shining series, it's like never ending, man. There's a couple different guys, Rob Egger and I can't remember the other guy, but they constantly go back and forth through these theories, man, about why do you write it, how do you do it, and do you mean, and then they got people talking about how it was about, what room 237 and shit, and he is a moon room and shit, man. And look, I don't believe that shit, but I mean, I kind of do, but I think it could go anyway. I think way too much is made out of it. I think he just changed it around the way he wanted it. It caused a lot of controversy. It's caused a lot of theories. And now, just like any other bullshit over all these years, it has built up this mythic proportion. And I think people's making 100 times more out of it than what was in it. So, That's my belief. Was it froze or something, or you guys what? What was that? 3 years sober. 33 years sober. You're 33 years sober, Russell. That's awesome, man. It's awesome. Congratulations. Yeah, I am. Let me see. Well, I get it. Except for pulling off one time, I'm like 10, 11 years. So I fell off for a spell there, but otherwise, like 10, 11 years. So, and most people know their anniversary date and all that shit, but since I had that fucked up in the middle there, you know. But yeah, you're like to give me a thumbs up for the book being better, and a smiley face for the movie being better. Why? Why you guys gotta be so rebellious? I'm not asking much. Like fuck you, man. We don't have to. I'm not gonna do it, man. Thank you, Zodiac. Thank you very much. Who's controlling my chat here? I don't know, man. I less people come to see me now and shit. What's up? Have I lost my charm? What's going on, guys? Man, don't come around no more, and don't even tell me that she's been busy moving because I've seen her in other chat. Not everybody, but I've seen her. You know, she's decided she didn't like me very much. I guess I don't know. She hates me. Hey, see, the thing about me is nobody ever likes me forever. You know, let them love me for just a minute. But, well, I guess if they're lost in love, they never loved at all. But yeah, here, let me fill up this code for everybody. For Look Moving. Thing going, man. No, I'm just fucking with you guys. But no, Google or whatever, go to that search bar. Just go to that top search bar and hit this code, man. And it should take you, the movie should take you right to the movie where you hit where you saw the big play sign. Hit play and you got it. Cool. I believe it. Zodiac, the only one that responds to that. Anyway, code for you guys. Anything. Starting to hurt my feelings, you guys. No, I'll I'll tell it straight up how it is. I won't lie to you about how I feel. You know, I was gonna do Fargo this week, but I'm just feeling some horror and I was feeling The Shining and I haven't watched it in a while. I was like, man, I gotta do Shining. I'll do Fargo later on. No Country for Old Men, I'll probably wait a month or two to do. I scheduled it for like next month, the 17th. But I seen that Sean is also doing it tonight, and that would be ridiculous. So if I'd have noticed, I don't know if he had it first or whatever, but if I'd have noticed that, I wouldn't even have scheduled it. But you know, kind of hard to keep an eye on what everybody's doing. Hang on a minute. Especially when I'm busy trying to if anyone checked out that trailer that I put up late last night. It's called Altered Tales, and it's a new series that I'm starting, and it's about if anyone's seen the old comic books or seen basically there's what if videos here on YouTube. It's basically about um, it's basically what if scenarios. Like for instance, one I'm going to do is what if the Dream Warriors had stayed together and not gotten killed. You know what I mean? But they stayed together, and part four would have been a sequel to the Dream Warriors story. I think that would have been much better than what we got. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm another one. of my ideas I've got is a sequel to The Burning. The first one I'm going to do is I'm bringing it out in October. It's already written. I told everybody last year about it. I was going to release it last year, but I wanted to, tweak it here and all this and adjust it. So I'm going to bring it out in October, especially around the middle of October, and it's going to be about Halloween 1978, as you guys seen. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you the title yet. I put out the thing last year, obviously last September or so, September, October, telling them what the title was going to be. So if you want to know, you have to go back there, but I'm not going to say it yet because it would give away the main part of my plot. Well, no, it's not going to be an anthology series, but it's basically going to be short stories, which is kind of like that, and each time it's going to be a different one or a continuation of one before. Like the Halloween one's going to have like 2 or 3 parts to it, and they're going to be basically what it's going to be is how audiobooks are. It'd be like it's a storytelling series, and of course you got visuals too. I'm not going to be sitting on here, telling you a story with my face in the camera. I'm going to have you seeing other shit while I'm telling you what's going on. It's basically written somewhere between an audiobook and a script would be. You know what I mean? It's like a play, read like a play almost. You'll it's hard for me to explain, but it's a storytelling series with visuals and all this kind of stuff and and audio, different audio, screen or whatever. But yeah, if it's written good, it's going to be very interesting. Let's see if it is. The only thing that I'm worried about is yes, I'm writing all of it. Yes. Now, a friend of mine that we all know, um, Eric from Hey Internet Eric, good buddy of mine, one of my mentors here. He I'm gonna try to get him because we've been talking about doing a Nightmare on Elm Street thing. So but we're talking about a prequel to Nightmare on Elm Street, like when he was still alive before he got caught with the serial killings he did. About that. But I also want to do that part 4 about the Dream Warriors. So you know what I mean? Because the original idea they had for Dream Warriors Part 4 was to continue that Dream Warriors thing, but they didn't want, you know, they didn't want to pay our Arquette to play Kristen. She wanted more than what they wanted to give her because she had started to become a star then. So that's where they got the other chick, what was her name? I do not like those last name words. 1, 2, 3, that's about it. Well, new nightmares are. But yeah, but I do not like 4 and 5 on that, and Freddy's dead. No. But yeah, Tuesday something. Her name like Tuesday some shit or something like that. Anyway, nothing against her. She just wasn't. Yeah, the burning. Oh man, there's a few things, man. A what if, certain what ifs, um, about the early Friday 13th films. There's gonna be a lot of stuff, man. Yes, yes, yes. Tuesday night. That's right. Yeah. Hell, I should have known that. Like Doctor Sleep. Really, really, really. Not a fan, Junebug. Really. Yep. I'm writing a script, man. Interest peak. Yeah. Not bad for a little 40 second little teaser trailer, is it? Alternate tales. Yes. Alternate tale. That's what it's called. No, it's an alternate. It's actually altered tales, and it's changing it. Changing scenarios. Like for Halloween, what I'm going to change, man. A lot of people is not going to like it. I'm telling you, a lot of people is not going to like it. But I think you'll like where it goes after I do away with a character. I think you're going to like that. But I'm going to touch on ones that have never been messed with, man. You know what I mean? Like the burning, shit like that. I remember some of these I've been messed with a little bit. Ones that have never been touched with. I think, man. I got some others too, but it is when you think about it on the spot there. You know how that shit goes, right? Or certain things about certain series or franchises, where they went wrong in them, where it wasn't quite as good. That's the kind of things I want to mess with. Just like I think these filmmakers making these remakes of all these great films is a stupid mistake. Remake the ones that sucked, not the ones that were great. Yes, yeah, you can't. I will hook that up. I mean, if you plan on coming around and all, enjoying the chat and bullshit with us and everything like that, yeah, I'll pull you over in Tanisha. Hell yeah. To the Hellraiser or something. That would be interesting. That would be interesting. That yeah. That is work better than him. Yes, I like Carrie better. I love. I adore Carrie. Carrie's fucking fantastic, man. I prefer Christine movie. Um, hmm, I don't have this full catalog of films. All these films I have, I don't have a full Stephen King. I also have some King up here too. Um, I like the like Silver Bullet better. Uh, Misery, you know what I mean? So it's like, Tommy Knocker, yeah, yeah. Became a hero of the franchise. Became the hero of the franchise. I thought they should have continued on with him at least a little bit. Um, there's so many things that can be done, you guys. So many things, so many ideas just flow through my head, man. Like if I ever touch anything like Scream, I'm not even gonna tell you what I would do with it. But in part, let me see, part three would be the one that I would do away with first and foremost, and there would only be three movies. That would be it. Three. That's all you need, man. That's all you need. You don't need Scream Seven, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, really, do you guys dig where I'm going with that? I mean, come on, man. How many disgruntled people that don't like somebody or whatever for some stupid reason could there be? How many jealous people are truly out there? How about a sequel of Black Christmas? I mean, a sequel to it, better than the one Dave McRae did. And I'm not even bullshitting. I have a better idea for Black Christmas. I think he messed up with it a little bit. Nothing against him, but I wasn't a fan of it. I mean, he's all right. If anybody knows what I'm talking about with Dave McRae, and I know that's big talk, better than McRae. Now, I may not be a better writer, but I got a better idea. And as I write, I'm gonna, anything I put my mind to, I can get good. But here, let me show you some of my shining shit before we get going. Did you guys get that code? This edition that I have of The Shining is it's a Black Bear 24 karat. It's a 4K Ultra HD, and it is let's see the specific code. It's a Cine Museum limited edition steelbook, full slipcover, 4K, and they call this the unnumbered. This is like an unnumbered edition, but it is numbered. It was limited, so only 150 copies. They call it unnumbered because on this card here, on the other edition, you'd get a card like this with it, and it would tell you the number right here. This one is a special, even more special edition, and that's why it says unnumbered right there. Sorry, yeah, but it says unnumbered. But it is numbered. It's just still. There's only 150 in the world, and it's right here, nice and thick. Got a lot of shit with it, man. A lot of shit here. I showed this off a long time ago, but here, I'll show it again. And then there's the back. Try to keep the light out of it. All right. Here's the steelbook. Now on the steelbook it has a lenticular. It's magnet. You take it off. I'm sure people have seen this steelbook before. Never seen it in this edition, unless you've seen one of the 150. And then, you know, got the maze inside with disc, right? But yeah, that's just a big magnet that goes on. Pretty cool. And then here, you've got the book here. And it's got it's got part of the unused script and everything in it. Very cool. And then here you got a special thing here that holds the card. And then here I'll go through some of the cards for you guys. But just in here. All right, nice cards. Chapman Crothers is great. Did anybody remember him doing Hong Kong Philly? Or his role in Bronco Billy? Yeah. And then over here we got these, and then we'll be done. There's a lot of photo cards for this thing, man. A lot. Boyd, Jack and Danny. They are meeting in the kitchen there. Wendy freaking out. I've heard people bitch about Shelley Wolf. I think Shelley Wolf is a brilliant job in this film. I ain't for real. Stanley Kubrick thinking. That's a smart motherfucker right there, man. Stanley Kubrick was a genius. Red Rum. Red Rum. Red Rum. There's Jack bitching. You're going to hear me typing. What the fuck do you hear me doing in here? If I'm in here, that means I'm working. That means don't come in. Like, think you can handle that? Good. Let's start right now and get the fuck out. The little line from the movie. Every word. That was word for word, I do believe. The way he treats her is not funny, but you know, it's just, you know, you want to film all that shit. It's pretty cool. Yeah, and like I said, this is the card that came with it. Special card. It says it's the unlimited edition. Like I said, the number ones was limited to 500, and they were numbered. And then I have this. I want to get that figure. I want to get a Jack Torrance figure. I just wish they'd bring out one a little better, but the face looks a little better. And this I got. This is the Grady twins, Lisa and Louise Burns. Signed. Yes. And there's these forgettable things. Yeah. So there you go, man. Hey, Joseph, what's going on, brother? Man, I wish I loved Halloween 4. I tell you what, I would have liked Halloween 4, but I've said a million times it's that goddamn mask, man. I never seen such a joy, happy Michael Myers in my life, man. In that mask in Halloween 4, he looked like he's just happy, you know, like he's going to go camping or some shit. Like he's just happy. Like he's going on a camping trip with his dad or something, you know what I mean? He's like, you know, that fucking mask is so happy. Oh, definitely, definitely. And I don't need to put nobody down that may have worked on it before, but I think I can do better. And I think if you do this kind of thing, you have to believe that. You have to believe that you can do well. You have to believe. You have to. You know. And like I said, I never need to put anybody down. I just anytime I say anything, it's never a strike on anybody. Sometimes I get excited. You know what I mean? Sometimes I just get jacked and I talk shit. You know. And I shit off a motherfucker. Back when I was younger and you know, I played football and when I was a wrestler and all that shit, I was a trash talking motherfucker, man. I would trash talk somebody, but then have total respect and shit, you know? Never disrespected anybody, and I never took shortcuts, never a bad sport. You know? Yeah, did that surprise you, Todd? That I was writing the script and stuff for it? Somewhere between a script and a story. It's almost like, you know, reading a novel, but more like a script or play type. You know what I mean? You know, I'm not going to read it going, well, he would, blah, 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 and um, something he said. You know, I'm not going to do it like a book. I'm going to take that kind of shit out. So, that's crazy, man. Meeting Danielle Harris. I've talked to her here on YouTube. I talked to her. I talked to the John Franklin and Courtney from Turn of the Corn, Malachi, and yeah, yeah. Here, as a matter of fact, right here, I'll show you. Oh, God. My brain's going, you guys. Malachi and Isaac, signed by Malachi and Isaac. I ought to do that someday. Go through all my signed shit. I got Nancy Allen. I got Nick Quigley, Will Mosley. I can't remember his name. The kid that played the Wizard and Dream Warriors. Barbara Steele. Man, I got fucking Angus Scrimm. So yes, Zodiac. I actually went there. Went early in my oldest son, my two oldest kids. Their mom. We'd been dating just a few months, and we went to the theater and seen both. Oh, dude, no. Peak Michelle Pfeiffer was Catwoman and fucking Batman. Batman turned to holy shit. Meow. Oh, you see. Well, maybe you could write something for the Phantasm around on my channel. Yeah, might be interested in that, man. Get a hold of me and yeah, we'll talk about see what we can come up with, man. I mean, I don't know how good I am yet, but I think I'm pretty decent. You know, like I said, I always been very creative, very imaginative. You know, I don't know if I'm a good writer. Don't know that yet. I think I'm pretty decent, and I think I'll get really good. But you know, that's yet to be seen. Just because you got a great imagination and a lot of creativity doesn't mean you can write. You know. But yeah, hell yeah, get a hold of me, man, and we'll definitely talk about that shit. Thanks for mentioning that. I appreciate it. Hell yeah, man. Oh, James Spader makes a good prick villain, doesn't he? That's why that was the one cool thing about him playing Ultron was that cocky fucking voice. I'm not sure it fit Ultron, but at least it was a cocky voice. You know what I mean? All right, you guys got the code there. Does everybody have access to the movie? Everybody got access and ready to check it out. But yeah, yeah. I mean, it's you know, if I can throw you a wrench, Denisha, no problem. Zodiac's ready. Zodiac listens to me. I love that. You know, that way I know I'm not just on here babbling shit all the time. You know what I mean? Because the shit that I say and the shit that I talk about is very important to me. And a lot of what I say is personal. And I don't talk to many people. I mean, I don't talk to anyone else really outside of my home except you guys. You're the only ones that I talk to. I'm a agoraphobic. I don't go out and talk to people usually. So the time I have to talk to them, motherfuckers, is you guys. So you know, you can at least goddamn listen to. And thank you very much. Thank you very much. Spalding. Yeah. Fuck you very much. That's that's what he says in that DVD trailer. Like like you know what I mean? You know, there's people used to there used to be people used to come around. You know what I mean? Don't come around no more. You know, and I hope it's because I'm not doing a good job. You know, and I hope they're not offended by some shit I say. Some of the girls I think that come in here, I think they may get offended with some of the like when I see a nice pair of boobs or an ass or something, I always, I comment about it because I'm a raised heterosexual and I love women and the way they look, the way they smell, the way they feel, just their little ambiance is just to me is just beautiful and sexy. So you know what I mean? I just, you know, And I think sometimes I get a little too deep with that maybe and offend them, and I don't mean to. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about people on TV. You know what I mean? Well, yeah, yeah, but sometimes I get carried away. Yeah, and I know that. But hey, that's just me. If you can't handle that, you can't. You know, I guess you can't watch me. You know, Tyler Main surgery. Yeah, yeah, I heard something like that. Yeah, yeah, man. I'm a friend too, man. Zodiac's one of the nicest people, one of the coolest guys on here, man. Very, very supportive. I appreciate it. You know, a couple weeks back, he told me the situation that he just told me not specifics, but just going through some shit, just like we all. And you know, just reminded me of some shit that I deal with a lot. So I completely understood it. You having all? I mean, are you having an okay time, Joseph? I mean, the thing okay over on your channel? Well, what y'all? I'm nearing 400, man. And I know some people may not think that sounds all that great, but look at it like this: I've only had a channel for a tad bit over 2 years, and I've only been active. I left for several months, so I've only been active about 15 or 16 months out of 2 years, and I've only got 200 videos, and I got nearly 400 subs. That's not bad, is it? I don't think that's bad at all for about a year and a half and 200 videos. You know, a lot of people, some people's got like 1,000 and shit. Yeah, they also got 800 or 1,000 videos. So fuck that, man. You know, fuck anybody that minimizes my shit. God damn it! I'll come to your fucking house and I'm just, I'll come to your house and fucking slap your eyebrows. No. All right, man. If everybody's ready, I'll get this going. I got lots of shit to talk about this film. Lots of facts. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. Uh, bring all this here. My notes together here. Harris will like me. She would enjoy me. Yeah. Why not? Why wouldn't she? Hell yeah. Danielle Harris is a cool chick, man. She is a chick. You know what I mean? She's a full bodied chick. She's got a tap, man, that goes all from here all the way down her waist and down right here to her hip, man. It looks good. She's a cool person, man. She is. So definitely talk to her, man. She has a great attitude. Trust me, she'll be cool. Hey, everybody is having it, man. Hey, I was not talking about you, brother. I know you are. I know you are. I was not talking about you in any way, man. I'm talking about somebody that's been here all the time for a few months. All of a sudden they just tapering off. You know what I mean? Like I told you a million times, Eric. Most people can't handle me in large doses. You know what I mean? They handle me. I'm great in small doses because my personality is so strong. You know, my personality is just in your face about shit. I know you're cool, man. No, I was not talking about you, man. No, no, no. That's cool, man. Yeah, I can't blame people for tapering off if they don't enjoy the content. Even though I am the best watch along man on YouTube. Most people do. See, I don't do watch parties. I do watch along. Watch parties are for hanging out and bullshit. Watch alongs are yeah socializing, but they're mainly for commentary and discussion. About the film, about the people who made the film, about the star in the film, and shit that they've done or whatever, and about the film and about shit inside the film and about character study, and that's what Watch Along is about. It's a glorified, upbeat commentary. That's what a Watch Along is. Watch party. It don't matter if you talk about the particular film or not. You talk about the fucking Three Little Pigs. That's a watch party. I don't do those. I do watch along. and they're harder to do than a watch party because you got to fit all the film in. You got to make sure you stay with the film. You got, you know what I mean. You got to show your passion for that, and you got to talk with everybody and keep them up in it too and everything. Trust me, it's not easy. Yeah, man. Yeah, I totally get you, Jimbo. Yeah, I mean, you know, and I don't try to talk shit, man. I just think that I am. You know, I truly believe I'm the best watch along man as far as multitasking everything on here. And I know that's a big boast, but I also got a lot of experience. So, you guys ready to get this going? Cocky. Cocky. Mm-hmm. No, I'm not cocky. I just shit talking. I may not be, but I think I'm pretty good at it. All right, you guys. I got this set up, and you have to know that most of my personality when I talk shit, I'm just fucking around. I'm just joking. So just playing. All right, man. I'm gonna count this down. Is everybody ready for me to count this down? If you're, give me a thumb. And we're gonna kick ass in that thumb of this movie. See, just that little spiel I went on there. I lost 3 fucking people. Hey, I gotta be. All right. If no one stops me, I'm gonna start right now. So if you need me to stop, tell me now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, yeah, you know, whatever, man. Man, I remember seeing this movie as a kid. My oldest brother loved it. My mom was a fan of it, man. God, when did I see this? Like as soon as it hit HBO in '81, maybe. Um, yeah, I understand that. So am I, man. So am I. So am I. So am I. That's why I will probably never be a huge success on here because people just don't understand. That's it. I misunderstood, you know, and I'm better in small doses because of that. Now, if you know sarcasm and fucking around all the time, I know I play too much, but I just am who I am, man. You know? Yeah. Hey, man, and that scene in the maze, that was interesting how that was done too. This movie is just hypnotic. You know what I mean? Knight described, you know, our friend Knight from Night was, he described Phantasm as like a fever dream. Well, this man, this would be more like he's on hallucinogen type dream. Like if he's on he like get like he's on acid or something. You passed out or something, and you dream. You get something like this. You know what I mean? You know, he like went into a bad trip. See, Russell jumps in and says, "Fucking shut up, dude." I don't think Russell listens to me the first time through. Usually, um, if it's a movie he hasn't seen, he doesn't listen to me the first time through. That's pretty much how you do it, right, Russell? Testing to see if he's listening right now because he doesn't want to get spoiled on a film and he knows I like to talk. Yeah, this has got man, yeah. This is a bullshit. Damn. Yeah, yeah. Got that Garrett Brown who basically invented Steadicam, and what he did when like when we were shooting Danny, we were riding the price or the what they call those big wheels, you know, little 3 wheeler thing. These call those big wheels because that front wheel's so big. Um, what he did is usually the Steadicam has the handle on the bottom. He always pick around with this, but with this when he was shooting that, he just switched it and hooked up a device and put it on top. so he could bring it down here. And they put Kubrick in a like a wheelchair looking thing, and he rode along with it on the steady cam, and they just went with it right behind him because they couldn't lay down a track because Danny was doing, he was seeing it. It was very cool. Um, what? Hey, by the way, where is Jack looking at the mall? Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, man, that is very cool. That is God, see, I'm trying to think of it basically made a model of the maze, and then from like a scaffold to the side, um, they shot some of the footage of them running around or some shit, and then they just superimposed it on top of the footage of the model, and they did such a good job that it looks like he's looking down at them in the model. I'm over here, Dad. Yeah, yeah. It's little things like this that Kubrick is the kind of filmmaker. He didn't feel like he had to. He liked to leave a lot of things to your imagination. He didn't like to explain everything to you. You know, and that's really cool. If the filmmaker does that correctly, you end up with 40 some years of you know theories and shit. We're still talking about this film. Still coming up with new theories. I seen a theory that was really good, by the way. I can't remember who did it, but it was talking about that Wendy was the one who's fucked up in the head. Go check that one out. I'll find the link for that and I'll stick it in the description later on. That's really good. That's really good. It makes a lot of sense too. They all do. Most of the theories you hear about this movie make sense. I love how just like a kid eats a sandwich, peanut butter and jelly right down. Yeah, and the creepiest music is like when he's going in to room 237 and as he's walking in there real slow and shit before he gets to the bathroom door. That music is fucking wild, man. Yeah, that's perfect. Hey, don't forget to give me a thumbs up on this, guys, man. I earlier I had like when it was up like 15 views or something that trailer. I only had one like on that, man. One like. That's why I put that comment there. One like, guys, really? To, that's kind of shit that discourages me and the creators. You know what I mean? It just makes us, sometimes it makes us feel like, why are we doing this? We just feel like, the worst thing you can do on here is the worst thing you can have that you're not doing a good job, that you're not entertaining nobody, that nobody gives a shit. That's the worst thing you can have. And if you got earlier there was 12, like 11, 12 people in here, and there's eight now. Cool, lots of nine likes. Thank you. That's awesome. Thank you. It's fantastic. Thank you very much. There's 10. Awesome, guys. Thank you very much, man. So I look forward to this time and doing this with you guys. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Jumbo. I think you understand my personality. Because you're a little odd too. You know what I mean? If you guys seen that documentary 237, which I'm sure a lot of you guys have, I love how they compared this almond to like Kennedy and all that different kind of stuff, pointing out this and that. Man, I personally don't believe that shit. I don't believe he did moon landing shit. I don't believe we went to the moon, but I don't necessarily believe that Kubrick made the shit. You know what I mean? I think whoever made the shit is probably dead. I'm sure that after he did, they probably killed it. Just. Just keeping it 100, man. Kubrick would have been mysteriously dead right after that, man. Yeah, yeah, that's interesting. It'd be interesting to see how that turned out in the end in a collaborative type environment. See if if it ended up good or bad. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But but you gotta remember the Twilight Zone movie was just taken from the episode from the '60s, man. Remember that's taken from a really good episode. Twilight. And that was long, you know, long before the book was even written. Yeah, man, it's just speculation. They fit everything in all nice, and some of it's really a stretch, like the Moon Room. You know, what I mean? That's just like this is like I said, this is the most divisive and theorized movie on the planet, all time. Divisive, especially because you got people there. They immediately took the Stephen King fanatics immediately took his side because he didn't like it. So then they didn't like it. And it's like you can like both. You know, it's like bands that fight. And then that like if you like the bands are arguing with can't like them and shit. It's like grow the fuck up, man. How old are you anyway? Like a little kid. Is it bad that I said that I feel like and I don't mean the best skill wise for film. That's not necessarily what I mean. But is it bad of me to say things like that? You think I shouldn't say that kind of? You think that offends people? I didn't insult anybody. I didn't. He's got his shit together. This is basically about a man, about about basically usually a mild mannered type guy when he's not drinking that hasn't gone where he wanted to in life, and he's stuck teaching. He really doesn't want to do it. Um, he sees a chance, and he's not enough removed from the alcohol, you know, and he's got to follow him anyway. See, Jack's problem is Jack has the shining. Jack's the one with the shining, not Wendy. That's where Danny got it from. It's from Jack. Except for Jack never accepted it, and I think that's what made him go a little crazy. He's lived with the shining all these years and doesn't understand it. Take that theory. You know what I mean? That's my theory. And it makes him fucking hallucinate. He's got fucking schizophrenia and shit, you know? I can't, it's a certain form. There's many forms of it. His shit went bad. His shit went the wrong way. Yeah, yeah, kind of, Fred, in a way. Something I didn't remember, or didn't realize was the book was set in Canada. Well, that was in. Is Eddie? Eddie, why you do this to me, Eddie? Fuck you, Eddie. Here's Eddie. I understand. Oh yeah, there's Eddie. Hey, what's going on, man? What's going on, brother? How you doing? How long you been listening to my shit talking? Nah, I'm just wired and ready to go today. This is ADHD day. I keep it from my phone. Yeah, I think the thing about Kubrick doing all the takes and everything, I just think, especially, and this one he went extra. And I think it's got to do with knowing Jack was so versatile. He wanted him to get the whole fucking, what I mean, the whole buffet, the whole, everything. He wanted to, like 83 takes on that one. That's crazy. And then he ended up going to the third one. He wanted to see the whole lot of what Jack could do with it, and then that's because he didn't believe in working fast. He believed that you prepare all this time to make this movie, and you spend all this money to make this movie, that you should take your time making that movie. So he can give a fuck if he make every scene go 80 fucking days. He care. He thought these actors, and he didn't like star actors either. He thought they were paid. So a guy like Jack, he made him work. Hitchcock was a lot the same way. Hitchcock wasn't a huge fan of big stars either, even though he used them. He wasn't a big fan of them. You notice most of Hitchcock's people that he used wasn't the main couple of people were bigger stars usually. Later on in his career, during the peak of it. But everybody else wasn't a big star. You may have seen them, but they were those people that were, it was that guy. Hey, that's that actor. Oh, hey, that's that actor. They weren't big people, not the ones that was his favorite. This doctor, man, she gets on my fucking nerves, man. You're nib shitting. Oh, really? Well, how'd that happen? He's doing this right now. Mrs. Torrance, I don't think you have anything to worry about. Like, so there's nothing physically wrong with Danny. And he's like, yeah, he seems absolutely fine now. Should have seen him. The doctor says, I know. Kids can scare you to death. Now, here it is. Believe me, these episodes are not all uncommon. No. Here's when this doctor starts nib shit. What was the matter with him? Well, most of the time, these episodes, kids are never explained. Brought by emotional factors, rarely occur again. Here she goes. More into auto hypnosis. Something, yeah. Something. That doesn't age well, does it? Wendy pulling out a cigarette right there in the living room and smoking it. And immediately the doctor looks at her and she's like, "You can hold her along." And she just, you can tell. The more from Vermont. My husband was steeped in school there. So, did the parents of Danny's imaginary friend, Tony? Did Tony's first appearance happen to coincide with your arrival here? No. And Wendy spills it too, man. She looked the Then he started talking to Tony about the time we put him in nursery school. He had just well to school. No, he didn't like it too much first. Then he had an injury, so we kept him out for a while. When he first started talking to Tony, he's like, "What sort of injury did he have?" Well, he dislocated his shoulder. How did he manage to do that? And then Wendy spills it. She just small things. And here she is speaking just like an abused wife, just like it. But, no, it's just one of those things. My husband had been drinking. He come home about 3 hours late, so he wasn't exactly in the greatest mood that night. You know. And Danny had scattered some of his school papers all over the room. And my husband grabbed his arm, pulled him away from them, making excuses all over the place for him. Just sort of things you do with a kid 100 times, you know. In a park or in the street. On this particular occasion, he used too much strength and injured Danny's arm. You see the doctor just looking at her. And I said, "Oh, something did come out of it." Because he said, "I'll never drink again." And he has. The doctor's just looking at her like this. Yeah. Yeah. She stuck it. She didn't even have to work to get that shit out of Wendy. Wendy just spilled it. She just, that tells you one thing. Wendy was making up those excuses for a reason. Either she believes that this doctor, would take it wrong. But why did she believe the doctor so much? The doctor would take it wrong because it was a bad, because it was a really fucked up thing. If that happened today, there would have been fucking, oh my god, there would have been fucking child services and everything involved. If not then right there, that doctor would have done. Guaranteed, because it looks fucking bad, especially when you mix it in with him drinking. Kubrick show the ball shows. Yeah, well, you know, oh god, man, oh yeah, there's actually footage, behind the scenes footage of them, and she's in tears in between certain scenes, and, you know. And behind the scene I seen behind it is when she was going out the front door there with snow, snow out of the way of the front door, and she's yelling right back at him. I mean, she's standing up for herself. It's okay, Mom. I saw it on TV. It's okay. I saw it on the television. I understand people saying that Jack Nicholson overacts this, man. That's what he wanted, you know. Um, Kubrick had a conversation with Spielberg, and he asked Spielberg what he thought of it. And he said, well, it was okay, blah, 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 blah. He said something about Jack Nicholson. And Kubrick was like, so I understand you're right. That you think Jack overdid it. And Kubrick was like, okay, well, tell me all your, what are your favorite actors? So he named off a big bunch of them. And Kubrick back at me said, okay, well, where's James Cagney in that list? Why isn't he in there? And he was making a point. Like I said, ah, yeah, I like Doctor Sleep. I think it's a little too long. I think the ending drags out a little bit. That's the worst thing you can do to a third act is drag the ending part of the third act on too long. It kills all. This way to put it. When you give people the best part of your shit, which should be the end of your third act, the beginning and the end of your third act, uh, you want to leave them wanting more, not getting too much. That's my opinion of it. You never want to leave your audience feeling like they like, damn, that was, like overwhelmed, like, fuck, that was too much. You just fucking just gave me the ending, ending 2 or 3 times, man. You want to leave them going, oh man, oh, that's so much better. If you do it right, you got a winner, man. So you don't want to drag bottom line, you don't want to drag your ending on too long. You don't want to do it. Yeah, it's too long. Good villain, and that was the problem with it. That third act kind of thinned out Rose the Hat a little bit. It the way they did it, it kind of took the menace away from it. I didn't fear her nearly as much after that, and she was, I feel like they should have featured her more too. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, you're good, so yeah. I understand, man. Sunday's just that day for having pizza. I mean, and plus I usually don't go in anymore. I usually go at 1, but I decided to do it a little earlier because I do so much talking shit anyway that I would go a half hour, an hour longer to film. Uh, and I'm going to spend a lot of time with him this afternoon and this evening for us like school tomorrow. So that's why I did a little earlier. Didn't do as much as I wanted to yesterday. This is great. This is the worst room in the whole fucking place, and they get it to them. It's like, why are you showing us this place? I'm gonna stay in one of those suites, motherfucker. He said, what do you think? I said, well, it's homie. When he's like, yeah, it's homie. Why, fuck that, man. I'm staying in one of those kick ass fucking suites, the big nice bed. Shit. I'm staying in that goddamn fucking room. This is like my house back there. What do you mean? Shit. This whole thing right here, what they're showing right here, this is all just a facade. It's all just one side. There's nothing on either side of the building. You walk on that side. Going to be the longest whole movie uh, yeah, yeah. Seymour was the longest one. That's good because I love the time frame. If they do this right, that's gonna be a kick-ass film. If they do it right, taking place between part one and part two, that's the best part. That's the best time of the whole series, man. From one till till the third act, right before the third act. Well, no, I didn't take the whole third act. They both die. Okay, one through three. Now, if you stick that in there, now you got four parts instead. You know what I mean? You basically got a Saw 1.5. I love Scott McCrothers, man. He's great in everything. What he did in the Twilight Zone movie. He's in Bronco Billy with Clint Eastwood. That dude did so much. He's a nice old guy. He had him. Kubrick had him crying at one point. The scene where he sits there and talks to Danny. They did like 80 some. I can't remember how many it was over 80 takes with this guy, man. And finally, he was like, Mr. Kubrick, man, I just cannot do any more of this, man. If you're not satisfied with what I'm doing, I've done my best. He had him in tears, man. That's cool, man. What kind of asshole makes Scott Crothers cry? You know, fuck. I mean, damn, dude. But Kubrick he just wasn't like everybody else. You know what I mean? Yeah, he did do a voice there, and yeah, I remember it being a Aristocats, but yeah, yeah, one for the Cuckoo's Nest. He's the yeah, he's the night orderly guy. Yeah, oh man, and they pull that shit on his ship. That's such a fucked up movie, man. Tons of great performances, man. Look at all the people that's in that, man. Christopher Lloyd and looking Danny, from Taxi. There's a couple of them from Taxi. God, man. Louise Fletcher. On and on and on. Brad, you know what I mean? Yeah, DeVito, a very young Brad. He does such a great job. He's always been a great actor, man. Because that was way back. That was what 76, 77, something like that. Where's it? Here's it. Uh, um, I even know the years of movie. 75, 1975. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's what I was saying, Fred. Brad. Like I didn't forget Brad Dourif's last name. I call him Brad, man. He like he's a personal friend or something. Brad's in there too. Brad. Oh, Brad. Like me and him hang out and shit. Not surprised, man. Not surprised. No, he did great work in what the second, third Lord of the Rings movies too. Or was he just in the third one? Yeah, he does great. Zombies Halloween too. When Annie's killed, when Danielle Harris is killed, and he sees her and shit. That crying he does, man, that is so convincing. That is such a fucking rough scene. I see one theory where they were talking about how it seems like that Jack and Wendy and Danny and everything, when they meet these people, they're putting on like a front of like this of the happy family, but you can tell that it's act, I mean, like their arms around each other and saying and all this kind of stuff. I don't think that's the case. I don't remember Michael Berryman in there. Huh. I don't remember him in there. How in the hell can I overlook Michael Berryman? You tell us somebody that stands the fuck out. He ain't got much, is he? He just like flashes maybe once, twice, something like that. Hey Phil, what's going on, man? How you doing on this Sunday afternoon? Hey, what time is it there in Canada? You're kind of behind us, aren't you? So you're still in the morning time, aren't you? Was it, was it 10, 11, 12 o'clock there or something like that? 1:41, really? You're in the same time as us? That's weird, isn't it? No, no, you're in that zone because it just goes straight up, doesn't it? The eastern here, you know what I mean? The central and mountain, yeah. So yeah, okay. One thing that fucks me up is Caligula, man. All the, you know what I mean? That's basically a porno. That shows with the penetration and everything. It's a serious fucking job scene. And that's got Helen Mirren in it and fucking Michael McDowell and what Peter O'Toole and all kinds of motherfuckers in there. Young Helen Mirren showing her shit, getting bent over. Thing. She, she wasn't bad looking when she was young, was she? That's what me up. See, I'm used to seeing her all older and shit. I guess the youngest I ever seen Helen Mirren was in Caligula. I mean, it doesn't see Caligula. Check it out. It's rough. I mean, it's not a full out triple X porno because it just has scenes. But the scenes they do have is definitely pornography. But it just has no story. What I mean? It's a triple X porno with a lot of story. There's a lot of killing and shit like that. Here he is, at the Overlook Hotel. And it's funny, that he got so emotional because he doesn't look like it. But that dude could turn it on, man. He doesn't look stressed or anything like that, or like he's just went through a bunch of bad shit. Like he's done a bunch of takes. He's not sweating. He's calm, man. He's in Caligula? I remember seeing him in there. You talking about the teacher? This is beautiful, right? For amber sky, for amber skies of grain, that kind of beautiful, Carrie. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I mean, what a dickhead. He's, he's in a few different things, man. He's also in a slasher, early '80s slasher that I want to do one of these days. People don't know much about it. It's called The Unseen. Uh, Watch Rabbits being a porn star. Oh man, and she was good in that, Ed. You know, Marilyn Chambers is good in that, and that's what Cronenberg didn't understand. He didn't get it. He didn't understand why she went back to porn because she wanted to. She had a chance to do some other roles. She wanted to stick with pornography after making Rabbit. You know, because she started way back. You know, late '60s or very early '70s with Les Craven. When he was going with that other name when he was shooting for it. And she did a couple of them with him. She got together and one other one with him. She just wanted to be. She just wanted to do porno, man. She just liked getting fucked. I fucked her. Sorry. Oh yeah. I always thought she had something. You know what I mean? I thought she had that little something about her. She was the first one that shaved most of the hair off. She was the first one that did that. She never had a big old '70s, '80s push. In the '70s, she was keeping that shit down real low. But she kind of set the trend. That's probably why I liked her then more than one of the others because I'm not a big fan of that. Hey, what's going on, guy? You came here just in time to hear some interesting conversation, but thanks a lot, man. Much appreciate your support. James God guys. There's a lot of help here on YouTube. There's a lot of vids showing people how to, you know, get likes, get subs, be successful and shit. Go check out his content. Teach you a few things, if you're you know, content creator and shit. Definitely give some good advice. I'm indoors, right? Yeah. Yeah. Now I watched The Flash, and I didn't think it was nearly as bad as what I've heard people say about it. I loved Michael Keaton in it, man. I thought Michael Keaton was badass in that movie. He did a lot of shit, and it was cool seeing him fight because he looked just like he did back in the day. Fight, you know, crippy shit. It was fucking cool. I liked it. Now a couple things they did I thought was silly. They had all the Supermans in it and all the Batmans in it. There's one Batman that I didn't see in it was the Dark Knight Batman. You know what I mean? But then Adam West Batman and that shit. I don't think it's that bad, Ed. I think it's interesting. Yeah, Ezra Miller is kind of a downer, and you got two of them in that. You know what I mean? But there's got Supergirl in it, man, and the chick playing Supergirl, she does a really good job. She's cool. Um, like I said, Michael Keaton's kick ass in it. Yeah, man. Not long though, not much. They aren't in it a lot in the Rabbit remake. That Rabbit remake, well, rough motherfucker, Russell. Her mouth, oh my god! Every time I see her mouth, it's just that makeup is just unreal. That makeup is just fucking. That is Oscar winning shit. I don't give a fuck. Care if the movie was all that makeup by itself was enough to get an Oscar. That looked absolutely dreadful. There's no way in hell I don't give a shit that they could have fixed her face. No way. That was life. That was lifelong. I know. You're not fixing that shit. No way. Without even a scar, I mean, come on. Like yeah. That was bad choice. But I thought it was cool that they stuck him there beside Helen. You know what I mean? The original Supergirl, back in 1984, Helen Slater. I thought it was cool that she was there. They even stuck in fucking George Reeves, man, the original black and white Superman. Yeah, they was trying to play homage, or whatever to Christopher Reeves. So that was kind of a nice album, but I'm not sure how much I agree with all this CGI of the dead legendary actors. You know what I mean? They did that shit on Peter Cushing. You know, they've been doing that shit on James Dean. You know, this is not necessary. You know. Hey, I'm a CM Punk fan. I like Punk, man. And I'll tell you something about the AEW shit. Hangman Adam Page started that. He caused all this shit that's happened over the last year. He should not have come out there and called up Punk like that and got his face started embarrassing. Punk was trying to be good. He tried so hard. He's like, I'm not really taking this personal. This is business. You know what I mean? He tried so hard, but he just insisted. And Punk's mentality, you can't do that. And ever since then, he's been the old Punk, fight bomb Punk. Rob's Halloween has youth talent. Now he's a rapper. Who? Really? Nathan Robbins, really? The one that played the younger Michael with the long hair? He's a rapper? All righty. Yeah, yeah. I don't think they mean it as disrespect, but yeah, it comes out. It comes off that. But you know what I mean? Thanks for those likes, guys. I really appreciate that, man. You gotta get me as many likes as possible, man, so this video can go out to many people, you know, as possible. So my video can torment as many people as possibly can, man. I gotta get them out there so they can hear the work, man. That's cool, you know. Vampire. Who loves vampire? What? You go, my man. What are you talking about? Don't understand. Yeah, yeah, I thought that ending was kind of odd too. It's kind of like the ending of Friday the 4 5 when it makes it look like Tommy's gonna be the killer now, and then in part six, it's just they act like it just didn't happen. I don't. Well, my Halloween story is gonna change a lot of shit. Well, I mean, it's not gonna change the big picture, but it's gonna give a whole other scenario to it. It's and I'm not gonna do it live, but I'm gonna premiere it. All those stories. I got like five of them lined up. Halloween's the one that I've got down. But hopefully it goes over well. Hopefully everybody enjoys it. Yeah, I seen the Martyrs remake before I seen the original. Now inside, I seen that original first. Um, what's your thoughts on the the Rex remake, Quarantine? I didn't think Quarantine was horrible. You know, she's a really good actress. You know what I mean? She did a really good job. I I thought they followed it really well. Now, ones after that, no. The Quarantine was so. I've definitely seen worse than. He should have never told Danny. You don't never tell a kid don't go in this room because that's exactly what they're gonna do, man. Don't do this. Oh, really? Okay. Well, you know, I'm gonna do that now. Now, now, Joseph, does that have to do with is that like nostalgia? Is that like your first one that you've seen, or do you have a lot of really fond memories of it? like when you've seen it, stuff going on in your life or whatever. That's basically what makes nostalgia. Is it is that why it's your favorite, or because it's not even close to none of them are even close to being as good a made a film, just from beginning to end, inside and out. None can even touch it, not even think about it. So that's why I figured it's probably a nostalgic thing. Yeah, I seen that. I seen it with Henry Thomas. That blew me away. He didn't do bad. Henry Thomas is a good actor, man. He always has been. I've never seen a bad performance from him. Here we go. Oh my God, here it is. You learning today? And he just looks annoyed. Yes. Hey, the weather forecast says it's gonna snow tonight. He's a fucking smart ass. He says, "What do you want me to do about it?" Come on, hon. Don't be so grouchy. I'm not being grouchy. I just want to finish my work. Yeah. She's like, okay, I understand. I'll come back later with a couple sandwiches and maybe you'll let me see, maybe let me read something then. He's like, Wendy, let me explain something to you. He's such an ass here. When you come in here and interrupt, you're breaking my concentration. Distracting me. It'll take me time to get back to where I was. You know, asshole. And she's completely hurt here. And she's not scared or anything right now. She's hurt. We're going to make a new rule. You hear me typing? What the fuck you hear me doing in here? When I'm in here, that means I'm working. That means don't come in. And they think you can handle that. And she's like, fucked her up, man. Yeah. And then he follows up with fine. Let's start right now and get the You don't talk to your wife like that, man. Oh wow. I don't give a fuck, man. I don't give a shit. I'd tell him to go fuck himself 10 different ways. All right, Ed, man, take it easy, brother. Have a good one, man. Halloween Kills. Um, Halloween Kills is the best of those three. Yeah. Really, Russell? You don't like Halloween '78? You don't like the original? Man, dude, really? Really? Halloween '78 is fucking flawless, man. You know what I mean? When you get right down to, you might watch the brass tack, it is just, man, come on, man. You think, um, she wants to. I mean, I know that. Um, if they start to do something new, I think there's a good chance. It's gonna be somebody besides one house, thank God. And somebody will do something. They'll try to retcon that or add to it or something. So hopeful, I hope so. I hope so. But she deserves to. You know, she deserves to. Yeah. If you watch any other Halloween movies, Halloween 2 is still canon's my canon sequel. To me, 2018 and that trilogy doesn't new Halloween trilogy. My Halloween canon is Halloween and Halloween. Halloween 3 is its own thing. That's just me, man. I'm a purist. I grew up on, I still think that the original Halloween should have been a standalone movie. Like I said a million times, imagine if the only thing we've seen from Michael Myers in Halloween is that first movie and the last scene of it. When he looks over there and he's gone, and then you got some music playing and him breathing and looking at all the places in the last house, and then it ends. That would be fantastic, man. the bad part about this is, man, is with him fucking starting to get shitty and being like that, she's stuck with him for like 5 or 6 months or something. How long are they supposed to be there? From fuck, man, this is what, like October or something? October, November to like May or some shit. Something happens there, they're fucked, man. Especially, you put them the radios and shit. Oh yeah, yeah. She played Annie. Yep, she heard it. She sure was. Well, I liked her so much, he decided not to kill her off in this first one, like she was in the original Halloween, and he decided to take her on to Halloween too. Now, Rob Zombie Halloween, I did not like the Linda, man. I don't like that chick. I did not like her at all. She was a shitty compared to the original Linda. Because PJ Souls is fucking awesome. PJ Souls can do, those kind of roles, and she just made it. Yeah, okay, that's cool, man. You know, Danielle Harris is, she's a good actress, man, and she's done a lot. You know, like Christopher Lee, she's a good actress. And she's acting since she's a little kid. She's done it a shitload. Remember, she was in the last God, people. Help you guys. With Bruce Willis. Remember, she was his mouthy cussing daughter, and then she was in fucking yeah. She played a villain in Film School. That was pretty cool. And she was in Roseanne. Man, I mean, fuck, dude. And she's always good. Scarlett Taylor Compton, yeah, she did, yeah. Well, yeah, but Jamie Lee Curtis back around. Well, actually, a couple of years after that, like boom, like Jamie Lee Curtis was pretty fucking hot. Well, like when she comes out there, the girls' bathroom there, she's just wearing that bra. That's the best bra I've ever seen in my life. If you don't know that part, go for photos of that from that bra. Her kids make that bra like the best bra on the planet. Last Boy Scout. That's it. Yeah, Last Boy Scout. I'm trying to think of that shit. Yeah. God, she was a mouthy cussing daughter. God damn, that was horrible. But she's good. She's good. Always. Scout Taylor Compton was in the Last Boy Scout. I don't remember her. I definitely remember Danielle in it. Free Willy. Tony, I'm scared. Yeah, but Tony's his escape, man. How many of you guys seen the made for TV remake of The Shining? Now, not that I thought Jack was well played. I thought Rebecca De Mornay did a good job, except for Rebecca De Mornay is way too hot to play Wendy. Way too hot to play Wendy. You can't get someone chick playing Wendy. What's up with that? Wendy is supposed to be a frumpy, homely. You know what I mean? You're not supposed to be looking like Rebecca De Mornay. Um, and the kids sucked. The kids played Benny absolutely. I'm not like him at all. That is fucking. Oh man. I mean, I know that's mean, but I did not like him. Um, yeah, and the ending was way too joyful. So I did like how they made it clear it was basically Tony's basically his alter ego. Okay, I say I didn't think Scout was in it, man. That's what I thought you were saying. Scout was in it. I was like, well, I remember her in that. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, Harris. Yeah, Harris was the one in that. Yeah, yeah, she was great in Roseanne. Yeah, yeah. Darlene keeps treating her like fucking shit. I had told her to kiss my ass too, man. She's an asshole to her. She was just jealous of her because she was much better looking. Number one, and number two, she knew that David recognize that she was not, that she's quite hot as well. But she's only a few years younger than me, I think. I'm 50. How old is Danielle? She's in her 40s, right? She did do a good job as Lori. You know, some of the script I wasn't thrilled with and so on. But it's not bad for not a Halloween movie. If it was another, slasher movie or something, you know, be a lot better. But as a Halloween remake, yeah, 46, yeah, okay. 46, she must be okay. Because I'm 50 and I was born in 73, so she also did um, Blood Night, the Legend of Mary Hatch, which is a pretty good one. You guys ever seen this one? Got Danielle Harris and Bill Moseley both. Not bad. No, 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 June Bug. She wanted to do that and shit. She thought that'd be a good idea. She had a good idea for it, but they were, no, but they had it locked around Lori, you know, and Lori didn't have a daughter like that. She didn't have that daughter. You know what I mean? Yeah, check it out. It's not too terrible. Did you hear what happened with her? In 2018 hit good and shit. Um, Danielle and Scout Taylor Compton together, they were at a thing, the premiere and shit. They both went up to Jamie Lee Curtis, and Danielle Harris was like, "Oh, he's great, blah blah blah." Jamie Lee Curtis looked at Danielle and Scout Taylor Compton and was like, "I'm sorry, I don't know who you are," you know. And Scout and Danielle just kind of sniggered, because they thought she was joking. It's like, "Oh," and I guess Jamie Lee Curtis was like, "No, really, I've never seen you before in my life." She had like she never even heard of these fucking people. That tells you Jamie Lee Curtis freedom. I like Jamie Lee Curtis a lot. I was a fan of hers when I was a kid. I even wrote a fan letter and shit to the studio. It didn't get there quite right, but when I was a little, when I was a little kid, I was a big Halloween fan. But you know, but I learned the last few years she's not a very nice fucking person, and that's just rude to treat them like that. Yeah, Daniel Harris has got a thing where she, on her channel, where she came on and talked about that shit. I guess when Jamie Lee Curtis did that, that made Scout Taylor Compton cry. Like she cried over it. Danielle didn't. Danielle was like, "Fuck that shit," because Dan, Danielle's a firecracker, man. Scout's are more emotional about it. Her feeling. They probably heard Danielle's too, but Danielle didn't act like that. She acted like stick up here. He's crazy. He's like, I love you more than anything in the whole world. You know that, don't you? Yeah, that's a creepy fucking part. He said that because Jack Nicholson's got a fucking a grin that is just fucking so boogeymanish, Right, right. Just, yeah. Well, yeah, she's a little bit good. There's a picture of her on Instagram, a really cool picture. Go look at her Instagram. It's one of them. I'm not sure which one, but it's one of them. It's one of the others, and it's got a picture of her laying naked, and it shows her from about mid thigh, of course, top of her head, but she's laying on her side. She got her arm over her, but you can see that tattoo, and it looks nice. she's a bitch, man. It's like she's the one that wrote that fucking trilogy, man. She is. I don't speak on shit that I don't know about. And what happened with that shit was, well, yeah, she's done with it because she had in her contract that this was going to be it, and that, you know, she may take control of that. She might as well have wrote the ending of it because she had in her contract that, during this battle between them two, the Lori come out on top and that she kills Michael Myers decisively, so she's not approached to do it anymore. So now she's whip it out and she's like, look, man, it says here, and we agreed that, Lori came out on top and she took out the boogeyman and he's done, So yeah, that was part of the stipulation, because she didn't want to come back and do Halloween. She did that for the money, period. She did that shit for the money. And she made 3 movies worth of damn good money off it. And now she's done, and she wanted to make sure that motherfucker was finished. She might as well sit down and wrote that screenplay, you know, at least Halloween Ends, because basically, Michael never really gets over on her the best. She gets over on him every time. The only way that Michael gets over on her is when she's not around and he kills her daughter at the end of Halloween Kills. Other than that, every time they have a confrontation, Laura comes out on top of it. Every time. She makes him look stupid in Halloween 2018. She's nowhere around what he's doing in Kills, right? She's at the hospital. And then when she is back around in Ends, she not only takes out him, but she takes out fucking Corey too, She's just a bad motherfucker, I guess. Fucking Sarah Connor and shit. Oh, this is great, man. This I don't know. I'd have tied his ass up here. I cracked my head with something, tied him up, put him away. And he said, I had a nightmare. I killed you and Danny. I didn't just kill you. I chopped you up in little pieces. No, I have not seen Feet yet, man. I don't know, man. He's getting older. Did he ever slow down writing his books, man? Because that motherfucker used to just write books. Yeah, that's the only thing, Joseph. That's the only thing that bums me about the original Hatchet. The original Hatchet is by far my favorite. Two's pretty entertaining too, but the first one, I love that black dude. He is fucking hilarious. That dude is great. Hey, come on, you ugly fucking pussy! He's not like, is he? Come on, suck our key. He ducks down, looks around. He's damn great. But unfortunately, that bitch ass wife or girlfriend of Corey Feldman's played that part in the first one. And she's not all that great. She looks good, but that's about it. And Danielle Harris took over the role in part 2. Oh, hell yeah. AJ Bowen, um, yeah, did AJ Bowen is, right? He's in a lot of the Adam Wingard and movies like that. Um, Ty West, Adam Wingard, he's in a lot of them. He's disappeared, House of Devil, all that shit. He's in Whole Way Die. A lot of their movies, man. Sacrament. There's that fucking music, man. Now, this part here, guys, this part here, you did this, didn't you? You did this, damn. How could you? How could you? And he's sitting there going, what the hell are you talking about? And she takes off here. And when he's walking down the hallway and he's going, and he's throwing that fit and just like he's arguing with himself and bitching and he's like, but he's doing that scene. Kubrick did that scene again in another movie, his last movie, Eyes Wide Shut. Tom Cruise does that same type of action when he's walking down the sidewalk. He's doing it, he's throwing that fit. Anybody seen Eyes Wide Shut? Remember that part? You remember when Tom Cruise did that? Now look what, look what. Jack Nicholson's doing here. It's the same aspect. That cannot be a coincidence. Tom didn't do it nearly as well, but he gives his rendition of it in Eyes Wide Shut. Yeah, oh, definitely check it out, man. It's a pretty good. You know, it's I don't know. If you can mix the Bloody Mary thing, um, like the whole urban legend of Bloody Mary type thing, sorta, with a slasher type thing. Kind of you got the idea. Someone's spirit gets wrong, blah blah blah, or whatever, and of course, I don't want to tell you too much about it, but yeah, check it out, man. Definitely, bro. Definitely give it a whirl, man. We are an hour and 4 minutes in exactly. Yeah, with the little babysitter dead, yeah. That's cool, man. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I see the love y'all got for Dan. I understand. She's a very petite little, cute little woman. Yes, she is. She hasn't grown an inch or only she's grown an inch or a pound since she was probably about 12 years old. You know, she hasn't grown since then. It hasn't changed. She's still, she's aged well. So I understand your guys' liking for her. You old perverts. I totally get it. She also did um See No Evil 2 with Kane. Yeah, she plays the girlfriend in the bed fucking the dude all night and shit in First Urban Legend. Yeah, so I forgot about that role. Do you guys remember the See No Evil 2 with her in it? With Kane? Wrestler Kane? She's in that one too. There's a doctor or something. I've seen it a long time, but yeah. Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. Well, no, you're not creepy for her. She's 46, 47 years old. You know, you're allowed. You're allowed to perv and admire a 46, 47 year old. Hell yeah. Oh, she always does good, man. But the only time I really seen her play a villain, man, which I thought was so interesting, which was the best part of a Chrome Skull. Lady Rest too. The best part, Black Bolt. The best part of that movie. That's not a very good sequel, man. I ain't care. Well, go back. Let me see. How many years? 23 plus 12. Go back 35 years, man. 11 years old or something. 12. She's 11, 12 years old and Halloween. Yes, they went through. Well, I don't remember Walter Matthau, but they went through both Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing. And Christopher Lee has said that that is one of the biggest regrets of his career that he didn't take that role. Yes, Keith. Yes, Keith. What? Yeah, yeah. See no evils are yeah, they're pretty good, man. They're good down home fucking slashers, man. You know what I mean? They're just this is what they are. They're good, gruesome, got good kills. Yeah, and they don't get talked about much. Oh man, oh man, yeah, oh god. Donald Pleasance was fucking great. You know? Hey, wait, what's up, man? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Appreciate you coming by, man. Hit that like for me. I appreciate it. How the fuck I go down to 12? I had 13 and I go down to 12. What the fuck happened? How the hell did I lose one? How do you lose one? Somebody take one away? That's messed up. Something that, God damn, lost two now. Now I'm down to 11. What the fuck is happening? Okay, I'm back up. Oh, Jesus. Hey, man, can you give me a thumbs up, brother, so I get back to 13 again? What the fuck? Everybody's been in and out with a game that I like, man. Shit. I got at least 20 now. That, that really helps, man. It really helps, guys. It doesn't seem like it would, but creators, you know, we know what that can do. You know what I mean? That makes a difference between making it, a choice, for pop up as a choice for, somebody. You can maybe get a new sub, or whatever. You can get a new creator that way. But if you don't have those likes, you don't come up with suggestions. So, you can't grow. She's a woman, blah, blah, blah. Are you out of your fucking mind? Just rude. Rude as hell. Now, see, that's just some serious shit. Like I said, he's got mental issues. Man. I don't think Kubrick had it in mind that there was any kind of supernatural. I think this is all my shit going on Jack's mind because, like I said, he was the one that had the shine. Danny got it from Jack. Jack just never accepted it. Or, he born with, some people just born with some issues, and he just wasn't able to. And it turned into, fucking insanity instead of, if you got some power, some strong mental power like that, and you're denying it, you know what I mean? Your mind's just not strong enough or whatever, and you convince yourself of this and that, that could drive you crazy. It really could. I love this scene here with Halloran. Check out the picture of the chick right above his fucking bed. Yeah, and now when it turns around and shows the one over the TV, it's fantastic. I would love to have those pictures. I would hang them right in here somewhere. If I had those posters, you better believe it. You guys know I would. I like you, Lloyd. Always like you. Best goddamn bartender. Portland, Maine. Portland, Oregon. Yeah. I love Hammer. Hell yeah. No, yeah, yes. As a matter of fact, because I've got that Halloween, that 20 years thing. Yeah. His granddaughter's all right. She got a little annoying though. You set them up, and I'll knock them back, boy, one by one. Uh, not best goddamn bartender, Portland, Oregon. No, from Portland, Maine, Portland, Oregon, for that matter. Yeah, you set them up, but I'll knock them back, Lloyd, one by one. He said they're not talking to nobody, and he thinks he's drinking. So he's so mental, he thinks he's getting drunk. Yeah. Now, why in the hell are you staying in that goofy little fucking apartment when you could go to rooms like this and shit? Look at that bathroom. I mean, can you imagine the joy of taking a piss in that bathroom? Wouldn't that be great? I mean, just sitting down taking a shit would be glorious, man. You, you almost like Eddie Murphy and coming to America, you know? Yeah. What do they expect, man? Joseph, I mean, really, what do they expect? They expect something great? I knew damn well what was gonna happen. I knew she was gonna fucking win. She was gonna kill him. You can't kill that motherfucker. Come on, man. He's supposed to be the fucking boogeyman. You can't kill the boogeyman. Do you see my outlook on it? What do you think's gonna happen in my story? My story, we ain't gonna get no Halloween ends, man. Halloween ends, and none of them. The only one in my story, we're going back. The one that exists is the original, and my story is gonna start in the third act of the original. That's where my story will start, and I'm gonna have three parts to it. And I more than dislike it. I think I think it's an abomination. I think it is absolutely fucking ridiculous. Equals what? Cup empty. Oh, sorry about that, y'all. Man, this is some Swedish chick, I guess. And she's all right. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, you know, definitely looks quite soft, doesn't she? Oh, that's that's an actress named Leah Belden, or no, Lisa Belden. You see, I mean, you notice when he's riding around on that big wheel, you notice how big the hotel feels. I mean, it seems big anyway, but it seems even bigger when you come down there and look at it, and they're putting the steady cam down. That place, it makes the place look like like a oh my god, man, just big. No, nope, I do not have a big box set. It's the only big box set like that of Screen Factory that I don't have. And no, not necessarily. Now, Danny, I mean, there's supernatural there, you know, but the only one that can see, I mean, Jack can see it somewhat. Danny can see it because he's got the shine, right? But they aren't doing shit, nobody. And to explain that shit that happens to Wendy when she's seeing that at the end too, have you ever heard of mass hallucination, mass hysteria? That shit really exists. It really does. It's all force of suggestion. Hey, what's going on, Sean? What's going on? How you doing, brother? Everybody, Sean Blue Digital joins me on Tuesday nights for the horror of it. This coming Tuesday, we're going to be doing Friday 13th Part 6, Jason Lives, the beginning of the zombie era of Jason. Well, man, just check out The Shining, man. Loving it, loving it. Love talking about The Shining, man. I can sit here and I can go through, if there wasn't other questions being asked and shit, I play by play this motherfucker. You know something that a lot of people don't know about this? Um, you know, I talked several times about all the takes that Kubrick takes. You know, and this guy, they said at one particular point with Shelley Duvall, you know, he'd say cut, he'd make the scene over again. He kept referring to each take as take one until something pissing somebody off. Yeah, yeah, they do the old Frankenstein on it. And then tomorrow night, guys, very special movie to me. Um, it's one that I find very underrated and very understood. Tomorrow night, 11 o'clock, I will be doing 1983's Mountaintop Motel Massacre. Very good show. Very, very good show. Very easy to find. Those who haven't seen it, or if you have seen it way back in the day and you were like, check it out again. Join me tomorrow, check it out again. It's a movie that I did last Halloween Eve with a friend of mine named Eric Anderson. Um, I don't know if you guys know him, heard of him. He used to be the head of Motel 9. That was the name of his channel. And, or no, Mountaintop 9. He used to do Mountaintop 9. And he no longer has that channel. He has, he's found God and all that stuff and everything. And he just no longer is into horror and the heavy metal that he was. But you know, I had a great time with that, and it was great meeting him. He's one of the influences I watched when I decided to make my channel. And for the last few months, he's made those changes in his life. But I want to keep Mountaintop going. We were going to do it again this year, but since this changed, you know, we're of course not going to be doing that. But I'm going to. At 10 o'clock, I watch where you have scheduled for No Country for Old Men. Yeah. When did you schedule that, man? Did you schedule it before I did? Because I scheduled it like a week ago. I'm not sure when you did. I didn't see it. If you already had that up there, I apologize for that. Because I did not know that. But I have rescheduled mine for next month. I'll probably wait an extra month because I'm not going to do it when there's no point. Somebody already sees it and does it with you. There's no point, you know. And I had it scheduled for before, you know. I had it scheduled for, you know. I'm just gonna wait a couple of months to do it. I really want to do it. I love that movie. I love that movie so much. My favorite villains ever of all time. You know, I fucking love that. He's fucking great. Um, Bardem is a kick-ass actor and he does a great job. But yeah, I'm wait a couple of months. Since Sean's doing his, I'm waiting a couple of months. Instead, I think probably next week or the one after is the one is what I'm doing Fargo, made by the same people that made No Country for Old Men, same motherfuckers. So you know, they're both great shows. I can't decide which one's better. I think wait, hold on. Let's go for September. I had to change it up today, but no, I actually put mine. Yours is scheduled for tonight. Mine, I have now. Earlier today I put mine for September 17th. So you know, it's no longer a thing. Yeah, but that's not fun for people. You know what I mean? That's not fun for people to have us, because we got a lot of the same seat, a lot of the same, we're in the same circle, basically. What fun would it be for them to watch the same do the same one twice like that? That would be fun for them, and that's what I was thinking. I'm thinking about them. I want it to be fun for them. I want to give them a variety, not you know two movies within a week, in the same circle, the same movie twice within a week. That's not fun. So that's that's why I got rid of mine. I got plenty, man. I can do something else. I can do that later. So go ahead, man. I'll probably do mine sometime late, maybe late September. I may just wait until the beginning of the year or so, sometime November. I don't know. They won't be anytime soon. But I'm doing Fargo within the next week or so. So Fargo is fucking great. Every bit as good as No Country for Old Men, maybe even a little better. And that's hard because No Country for Old Men's hell. Yeah, Fargo's fucking killer. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. I'm a fan of Two Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah, I'm also doing an Altered Tales on Nightmare on Elm Street. Um, I'm going to do my version, maybe working with Eric from Internet Eric on Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4. It's going to be a what if, the Dream Warriors had stayed together and not died. You know what I mean? And they're the they're the protagonists in Part 4 in my story. All right, man. Take it easy, bro. Have a good day. Yes, yes. That aren't horror. Yeah. I decided, yeah, I was gonna do Fargo today, but I just got in the mood and I hadn't done Shining by myself and shit, and I just really wanted to. So I changed it. Yeah, take it easy, man. Have a good day, Joseph. Yeah, man. Yeah, you do. Yeah, I was talking about it earlier, man. You mentioned a few times about, it didn't seem, my channel should be bigger. It will be, dude. It will be. Think about it, Sean. I've only done a little over 200 videos, number one. Number two, I've only been a channel for a tad over 2 years. Number three, in that 2 years, I missed several months. So I've only been active 15, 16 months out of 2 years. 400 subs, almost 400 subs in 15, 16 months, only a couple hundred videos. That's actually damn good. That means at this pace, if if I don't take a several month break again, because I took from September to March, so November, December, January, I took 6 straight months off during this. So altogether, I've only done let's see, a year and a half, 18 months. Okay, so altogether, I've done about 16 months. Okay, if I don't take that big break in 6 years, I will have about 1,300 subs. Yeah, I was thinking about that, man. I've only got a year and a half worth of content in here. So actually, doing better than a lot of people do, really. Especially being as opinionated as obnoxious as I am, you know what I mean? 'Cause I am obnoxious and cocky, but I'm also a freaking nice guy, you know? Like I said, a lot of that cockiness is just fucking around. Just goofing on the fucking, just fucking around, man. That's my biggest thing. That's what I'm told often is I play. And yeah, I don't do watch party. I do watch along. I described the difference between a watch party and a watch along earlier. A watch party is a hangout session. We've seen that from a lot of people. That's all they do is hang out. They don't understand one thing about the film at hand. They don't know nothing about the stars in it, nothing about the filmmakers in it, nothing about any of the characters in it. They just hang out and bullshit. A watch along is a commentary, it's discussion about the film, about the makers, about the actors, and everything involved. Watch along. That's the difference between the two. Everybody watch parties. I created the watch along. That's my contribution. Did you see my trailer for Altered Tales, Sean? What do you think, man? I told you about it before, right? Do you remember me telling you about it? It's gonna have 3 parts. You know, I told you before, so you know what Altered Tales is about, right? It's alternate scenarios and basically a what if this had happened instead of what did happen. So I'm gonna retcon a lot of the shit that I don't like. Can you imagine? We could fix so many franchises. Yes, I'm gonna do a lot of outside of horror genre, man. I'm gonna do Tarantino. Oh man, I'm gonna do oh god, fuck man. So many motherfuckers. This is crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Uh, You know, I'm gonna do Coppola, I'm gonna do Scorsese. Yeah, it's just a small trailer. It's only about 40 seconds. Man. A lot of people haven't checked it out. It's funny, you know, stream I got with the Flesh Wound has got nearly 8,000 views, and then like fucking little 40-second trailer. You said the shorter the better. They haven't checked it out at all. You know, not many. I actually left a message on there like, what, I had like after I think it was 16 views one time last time, and I only had one like, and I was like, really? Only one like, guys, really? You know, it kind of shivers my feelings, man. And I ain't gonna lie about it. It does. You know, I put in a lot of blood, sweat, and tears for what I do here. I work hard. I put a lot of emotion into my shit, especially my original shit like that. And that's the kind of shit that makes me not even want to do upload. But on my Twitter, I mean, I cannot quit. And if I do quit, I don't quit for long. I always have to get back to it. Yes, I quit. Yes. Oh God, dude. Yes. 2 day back to back. What? I gotta be involved in that. You doing the Kill Bills? Oh fuck. I fucking love those movies. I like all his shit. I gotta be into that shit. Wow, what? Never could get into Kill Bill. Really, Zodiac? Really? Wow, that's surprising, man. That is so surprising. I fucking love those shows, man. I think they're great. Daryl Hannah's fucking just fucking epic in them. I tell you what, you do the Kill Bills around that time, and I'll cover Pulp Fiction. You will. Pulp Fiction, and I'll pick another one. And then later on, a few months, you can do the Pulp Fiction and shit, and then I'll do Kill Bill. Around the same time, you do one day, or Kill Bill or whatever back to back days, and then I'll do the same thing. We'll take a break from the horror of it that week, and I'll do like Monday and Tuesday. I'll do two Tarantino's, and then like the following day or whatever, you can do two. How does that sound? Because I gotta do Pulp Fiction. If I'm gonna hold off way in the future to do any Kill Bill, I got at least do Pulp Fiction and see what else. I don't want to do I don't want to do Jackie Brown. So I would do almost any of the others. Well, yeah, I mean, we could do that too. We could do like one of them together, and then the other one solo, or we could do one together, and then the other one that we don't do together, we could do it like Tuna or something. And we'll figure something. We'll figure some shit out. No biggie. Did you get my message? I've talked to JT about how I feel about it. Now, this is just one feeling. JT agreed with me. But I sent the message. I sent you the email first. I sent you the email immediately after the screen Thursday. I don't think, my opinion is, if you didn't see it, my opinion is, I don't think that we should do the the trade canal involved, the 3 channel bounce, unless all three of us are there to do it. I haven't read it yet because I checked a couple days ago and still haven't seen it yet. So, um, I just think that since it's the Craig, three, and it's the best show when all three of us are together with it, man. It's just not as good without the third person. It's just not. Your guys' was missing something, and mine and yours was missing something. It was that third person, man. It's that connection with the Italian, man. For some reason, that the ones we've done together kick ass. Not that it was terrible. Yours, mine and yours did, but it just didn't have that magic. You know, available to do it. Yeah, but yeah. But we gotta agree. If we do that and we cancel out cancel out one, we gotta do it as early as possible, man. At least 2 hours. Unless there's something emergency comes up. Kind of hard to do a time frame. But this motherfucker, he's checking out there. Oh man, yeah, man, because it's the best show. The zombie show, man, it sucked compared to what I wanted it to be. That's why, as soon as we started, and before we went on, you see my disappointment in it. I was like, oh, it's not gonna be good. For one thing, JT does a kick-ass job of talking about Italian horror. You know what I mean? So he's a big piece missing, man. That gives him a fucker his due for sure. He knows how to talk about film, especially ones he's really passionate about. And I just think Zombie would have been one that we all three would have really put on. Probably Demons too. But yeah, yeah. There's no crime with us, not doing one here. It's a passion project. You know, they all are. You know, it's all a passion project for me. So like the only way that I would ever take money or anything for it is if somebody wanted to donate some during a super chat or something. If they wanted to give a couple of bucks. That's just how I feel. I ain't got a problem. With people want to do that. And everything. But I know it's like before as fuck, and it's just my personal belief. Just like my weird shit about what I mean, my weird shit about just having that couple hours on Monday and Tuesday night. Where I can do my thing because the live connection is what I need. It's weird that way. That's just how I am, and anybody that doesn't like it, they can kiss my ass, I guess. You know, the fact will still remain. I'll still fucking feel that way. So I don't ask for much. A couple hours late. That's why I went late on Monday and Tuesday. Just to give everybody the time during the night to do their shit. And now for over a year straight, I consistently, almost every single Monday and Tuesday, at the same times, I've done my show. So I think I've earned those time slots. I've heard a couple of people have issue with that. They think that I'm selfish for that, and tough shit. Yeah, yes, JT's turn. It just sucks to miss the fucking zombie, man. Doing three of us to the zombie. We gotta redo it. We gotta redo it sometime. Not anytime soon because I've got a kind of sour taste in my mouth. And I don't know why, because it didn't turn out horrible to even Ben joined this fucking juice. I don't know. I was kind of bummed from the beginning, and it affected my, you know what I mean? This is great. Tony Burton, who plays Tony in the Rocky movie. Yeah, baby, side to side, side to side, up and down, side to side. Somebody comes up to Apollo and he says, "So you beat that man like I never saw no man get beat before, and the man kept coming after you." Now, we don't need that kind of man in our life. I know what you feel like. Let it go. Let it go. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just wait a while and do it, you know. Zombie's definitely worth it. I just really want to I really want his input, you know. You know, I went into it bombed and that sucked. You know, I went into it just going, oh fuck. See, because I wasn't, you know, because I had just come from a week where I hadn't done it at all. So when I came back that next week, I was really looking forward to it. I was really excited about doing zombie. So now I felt like 2 weeks in a row I didn't get it. Oh, thanks, Russell. I appreciate that, man. But you know, if the passion is dampened for some reason, no matter what it be, you know, negativity or just drama, someone arguing, whatever. Something happened earlier today, and it made me in a bad mood. It just affects it, man. It really does. It just affects it, and it affects how you feel about it. It's just not gonna be as good to you, you know. But thank you very much, Russell. I appreciate that, man, because I put a lot of love in it. I put a lot of feeling. I put so much feeling into it that some people that aren't showing up anymore, like I said earlier, that's really starting to hurt my feelings, you know. And I'm man enough to admit that shit. You know, certain people, they don't come anymore. You know, and I'd heard certain excuses about it. People make excuses for it. Yet I look in other streams and I see them in those streams. So yeah, you don't got to paint me a picture. You know, because I was quite fond of a couple of those people, and and a couple of those people actually referred to this stream and all of us as their YouTube family. So what does that make us? The family that now that you have to see on the holidays, but you don't really want to. That uncle that you have to put up with on Thanksgiving, but you don't really want to. It causes you to leave early and shit. Am I that uncle now? You know, I said a million times. Most people cannot handle me in large doses. Like my personality is way too forward, way too strong. That's too strong of a personality. They just can't handle that forwardness, that honesty, that in your face honesty. And some of the chicks, man, yeah, I know why they're not necessarily around. Part of it's like I do with the fact that I talk about tits and stuff, talk about how luscious and juicy and shit. Like, hey, you know, take it as a compliment. I'm not being a pig about it. I'm not sitting there going, "Oh God, I'll just lick your butt." Like, come on, man. I'm just stating them and sort of like, damn, oh my God. I always pull the plug before I get stupid about it. But, I think maybe they get offended. You know, some people want to get offended, I think, you know what I mean? Just looking to get offended. As soon as somebody said something, it's like, hey, you offended me? Should I be offended? That's how some people are, you know. But anyway, what I was saying was that, you know, that share my feelings I'm referred to as part of the YouTube family, and then now I guess I'm excluded from the family. But hey, so you guys, you know, there's a lot of people who have come and gone. You wouldn't believe who have come and gone out here. You wouldn't believe it. You know, some I miss, some I don't so much. Some, you know, kind of hurt inside a little bit when they, you know, when they decide, fuck you, you know, I'm not gonna support his shit anymore. But I guess it's gonna happen, right? She's reading this shit, man. She's got this baseball bat. This is the best fucking scene of the movie right here. Right here, man. We are at, oh, holy shit, an hour and 44 minutes. Hi. Jack. Oh, this is great. I am going to do this. How do you like it? This grin on his face is just creepy as fuck. What are you doing down here? I just wanted to talk to you. Okay, let's talk. And then he looks through the pages. That's a lot of time spent writing that one thing. He even put it in different type paragraphs and shit. What do you want to talk? Oh, yep, this is it, Fred, right here. I I can't remember. You can't remember. No, you can't. And then he's seeing it. Maybe it was about Dick. Maybe it was about him. He's gone now. He's gone. I think we should discuss Dick. I think we should discuss what should be done. What should be done. 9:45 minutes. I don't know. 1:45 or so. I don't think that's true. I think you have some very definite ideas about what should be done. And I'd like to know what they are. Well, I maybe we should take it to a doctor. You think maybe we should take it to a doctor? Yes. When do you think maybe you should take it? As soon as possible. As soon as possible. Like an asshole. Please. You believe this health like this thing. Yes. And you are concerned. Yes. Are you concerned about me? Of course I am. Of course you are. Have you ever thought about my responsibilities? What are you talking about? You had a single moment's thought about my responsibilities? You have thought for a single moment about my responsibilities, my employers? Does it occur to you that I've agreed to look after the hotel till May the 1st? Does it matter to you at all? The owners have placed their complete confidence in me, and I've signed a letter of agreement in which I've accepted that responsibility. You slight idea what a moral and ethical principle is? Do you? It occurred to you what would happen to my future if I filled it with my responsibilities? Has it occurred to you? Has it? I want to one. I just want to go back to my room. That one part there was kind of hard. Well, I'm very confused. It shows you how hard acting and doing that shit is. You just need a chance to think things over. You've had your whole fucking life to think things. Well, because if you want me, it's gonna do you now. He's crazy as fuck. Save me, please, Jack. Don't hurt me. I'm not gonna hurt you. Save me, Wendy, darling, light of my life. I'm not gonna hurt you. You didn't let me finish my sentence. Said, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains in. Bash right the fuck in. Huh? So me. And she don't fuck around either. See, he doesn't take her seriously. But she's gonna fucking beat his fucking brains out of this thing. He thinks he's reaching in to shake this motherfucker. And this dumbass reaches in and she fucking just breaks his goddamn fingers with it. Stop it. Stop it, lady. She realizes her life is in danger for the first time ever with this man. She knows that he fucking killed. If she knows there ain't no way he could have been drinking and shit, she knows he just lost his fucking shit. Period. Oh goddamn! Smack right off the head. Oh, he's looking to break his goddamn neck right there. That was a hell of a stunt. So, I'm not gonna hurt you. You like to my sentence. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains in. I'm gonna bash them right the fuck in. Huh? Not a single moment fuck about my responsibilities. Hell. Agreed to look out the Overlook Hotel until May the 1st. And I've signed contract. You have any idea of what ethical and moral agreement is? Or yeah, agreement is? Red rum. Yeah, like I like this shit, man. There's so many different things that shows a abusive relationship in this movie. The first time it happened is when she's talking to the doctor and she's talking about Danny's shoulder being hurt. And the whole time she's talking about what happened, she's doing that classic covering up for him. You know, she's covering up because she knows it was wrong. She knows he was drunk. She knew he was mad, and it shouldn't happen. And there was another time, a couple times in here, and then right here, he uses it this time. He's waking up and she's actually closing the door and locking him in dry storage. And now he's gonna come here and go like, Wendy, honey, I'm sorry. You know, that usually that would have worked. In all the years they've been together, that would have worked. Not now. Why? Because she's thinking of her son. She's thinking of Danny. She's thinking of his safety because she no longer trusts him. She knows when he said he was gonna bash her brains in, she knew he was not fucking around. She knew she was in fucking mortal danger. And that's why she clocked his ass. Usually she never would have beat him with a bat, but she had no choice. And she wasn't thinking about herself necessarily. She was thinking about Dan. And that's why she won't let him out of there no matter it wouldn't matter what he said. He's not coming out. Wendy, baby. I think you hurt my head real bad. I'm dizzy. I need a doctor. And it already says that. He's like, the sad face comes right over. Honey, don't leave me in here. Please. Yeah. She's like, you can see her get her shit together. She's going, oh my God, I can't stand. And then all of a sudden she was like, and then she stands up. She says, I'm going to go now. I'm going to try. Get Danny down the sidewalk. Oh man, so good. If he shows his true colors here again, that he will cry and it wasn't real. Scene where Jack wants Wendy after he suggests Danny should see a doctor is very much a free news where Danny wants to. Yeah. So, yep. On paper. You got the wrong paper, Annie. Yeah. Paper's mine today. Well, okay, I'll go get your paper, but you're gonna start showing me a little bit of respect around here, Mr. Man. Yeah, that is a good scene. All right, man, take it easy, Sean. Yeah, yeah, rollerball. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen all of that. Yeah, take care, man. Hopefully you were entertained in your short amount of time. Hey, that kind of shit, this kind of shit is just how I enjoy doing my watch along. You know, oh, cool, entire scenes. We'll see who sticks around. You know what I mean? Those who stick around appreciates my little scene. See you guys can tell I'm a little let down by a couple of people, but I know just and and what's good about it is it makes you feel like you're not sitting mad at them. It makes you feel like that that you failed them. You know what I mean? That's how I take it. I feel like I failed them. You know, because no matter how you slice it, that's a form of rejection. It's kind of being dumped. It is what it is. But I'll get off that. I'm, yeah, man. I want you to know, Russell and Zodiac. I assume your play's still there, man. Guys like you and oh fuck, man. Oh, yeah, he's still there. Slash of Fred been running around here. All you guys. I'm not getting any names right away. And actually, you joined this whole time here. Joseph was here earlier. Sean coming in here. Juno's usually around. Juno hasn't coming around. I mean, I don't know if he's busy or what, but um, I truly appreciate you guys sticking it out with me every week. What, two, three times a week? You guys are here every single time, and I just want to say thanks a lot. I really appreciate that. That really makes me feel good. Just wanted to give you guys some love and respect. Business news. Now this right here, now this is one of the times I was talking about when he the whole school is full of shit, and he leaves things open where it doesn't reveal everything. It doesn't reveal as much as the book. Like some things aren't explained and they're not supposed to be. This is Kubrick film. Kubrick didn't make any mistakes in this film. These weren't mistakes. Like there's a scene when Jack's sitting there and he's talking to her right about the time he tells her, "When you hear me typing in here, that means something to me." That scene, during part of that scene, when he's looking at him, there's a chair sitting behind him against the wall. Check it out next time, for real. And then it comes over to her, and then it gets back to him. That chair's not back there. That's not a mistake Stanley Kubrick would have made. Come on. Thanks, Hatchet, man. I appreciate that. I'll have you here too. I mean, I don't know how much you enjoyed my little scene doing there. I only fucked up once, though. I only fucked up once. I'm just not Jack. I got a little tongue tied on it, but damn it, I practice that. If I was to do that again, I wouldn't fuck it up. Uh, I just got excited and started on myself again. No, I just love this film. I love Nicholson and everything. But like I said, Cooper didn't make mistakes like that. That's movie making 101. Great directors don't do. He did that shit on purpose so people would talk about it. It's like him just coming out of here. That dude's not there, man. And if he was there, he couldn't open the fucking door for him. You know what I mean? Really? Much love to you too, Eric, man. You stuck with me for over 2 years. I know you're still there lurking about. But I guess I should have. But oh man, Doctor Sleep, man. Though Eric, just like I said earlier, Doctor Sleep, that ending drags on too long, and And it's the last thing you want to do. I felt like by the time it ended, I felt like I got too much at too much, that, the antagonist, the villain. I got too much of her. I felt like she lost a little steam, and that's because they gave us too much of her. You know what I'm saying? What you want to do is leave people wanting more, not giving too much. You know, I get the years, so why not? Well, dude, I was 30 more pounds built. I mean, I still got a little bit of muscle left, but I was 30 more pounds built up here in the body. I was shade bald. Um, oh hell yes, fucking orange is fucking bad. Oh dude, guess what I've got coming? No wonder why I don't never have no money. I have an entire set of German theatrical Clockwork Orange art cards coming. 1972, my friend. 71, 72 fucking Clockwork Orange art cards. Theatrical art cards. Because back in the day, guys, Russell, you probably remember, um, when they would send the film, the reel, the 35 millimeter, to the theater, they would also send theatrical posters. They would send a pre-release poster, and they would send a poster for the release, the theatrical one sheets. And they would also send a set of art cards, and those art cards would sit out on the thing. So, and they'd put out, so before you seen the film, before it came out or whatever, um, you you had the poster, but you could look through those art cards, and it would show you different little scenes, but it wouldn't tell you, exactly what happened. You just see little things, and it gets your interest up. That was the point in those art cards. So that was came straight from the German theater, my friends. They are original, and I got an entire set. And when they get here, I'm going to show them to y'all. What Dr. Sleep about? Russell, Dr. Sleep is about Danny. After Danny has grown away, he's in like his 30s or 40 or something, and it's about him struggling with you know with the red rum, with the Shining, and it's got other kids in it too that have the Shining and shit too, and it's got a villain in it, Rose the Hat, I believe her name is. Um, Played by, I can't remember her last name, Duvall. I can't remember her first name. But it's a group of people who like to kill and take the energy and take the energy of the Shining away from them. And it makes them more powerful. That's basically it. Zodiac. Did you know? Did you notice that part of the bit that I was talking about in Eyes Wide Shut? That little fit that Tom Cruise is throwing as he's walking down the sidewalk, and him and his wife are falling apart and shit, and him and Nicole Kidman. That was basically paying homage to Jack Nicholson's bit he threw after Wendy accused him of hurting Danny. The same type thing, except Nicholson did it better. Yeah, yeah. Here, I will. Here, I'll check it out right now for you, bro. You come in there, Wendy. I'm home. Movie.com. Come out wherever you are. Now this, he did that. He did this another over 80 times, and he did this. Like I said, he wanted the entire repertoire of Nicholson so he could pick from it. Because he did say sometimes he ended up picking like take three, and he had Nicholson so fucking jacked up, man. Because he'd wanted Jack before. Um, Kubrick was going to do this Napoleon project as a movie that he was going to make, and he had Jack Nicholson in mind, a few years before this, to play Napoleon in. Sure. You got the thing with looking movie is they're picky about how you type it in. Man. I'm not sure what year Doctor Sleep was made. Well, yeah. Now I also got some trivia about this. The first door they used for him to chop at was a door that was made, for movies for you to chop at. It didn't give much give. Well, he tore right through that door because something a lot of people don't know. Jack Nicholson was a volunteer fireman at one point, and he would do it off and on, even into his acting career. So he knew just how to swing that motherfucking act. So they had to get together and go get a whole nother door actually made out of wood so he could chop it down. What do you think about that? It's cool shit. And yep, Dark Sleep's right here, right here. Just go to your here. I will get you the code right now. Okay, now which one do I get? I think this is the right one, man. Well, damn, that's awful long, isn't it? All you need is that first part, dude. Like I don't remember. I, I'm I'm not very good at that, Russell. Yeah, I think that's it. If not, you can just go to the top, the Google search and hit that, and hopefully it'll take you. Here we'll find out right now. If it does. Yeah, if you go to the top, very top search bar, hit that, and then put in your code. Yeah, and then it'll bring up the thing right here. Yep, there it is, man. So there you go, brother. There you go, Russell, my friend. Copy that, and then just go to the very top search bar and hit it. You top search bar on your Google or whatever. And hit it and go back to sleep. Oh, here comes Halloran. But yeah, that's something I didn't know. I did a little bit of investigating here and everything, so I'd have plenty stuff to tell you. Yeah, Jack was a volunteer fireman, so he knew how to do that shit. He fucking run, slap it on a pole and all that shit, man. Carry shit up and down the damn stairs all the way up the top. Pretty cool, huh? Lane is a Lane. Oh, Lane. Okay, Nisha Lane. Okay, I thought the Lane bro. I was just called her Nisha. You call her Lane. All right. That makes you think of as soon as you say Lane. It reminds me of the Crispin Glover part in The River's Edge. That was his name, The River's Edge. Crispin Glover's fantastic in that. He's overacting. Now he talking about going over the top. Crispin Glover goes over the top like crazy in River's Edge, but it's so fucking good. I you know going over the top is a good thing at a certain time. Like here with Nicholson, it's a good thing. With Crispin Glover on that, it's a good thing. Crispin Glover could go over the top and make it look good with the best of it. He should have had a much bigger. Crispin Glover should have. You might have seen River's Edge, man. Go check out River's Edge. It's fucking killer. That sucked when he died, man. Sucked so bad. So bad when he died, man. He's just a good guy, yeah. Oh, the final shot of this one? No, I did not find that out, but I can. Hang on a minute. Let's find the movie. Yeah. Midnight. Was it the rendezvous or some shit? That thick smoke, yeah, yeah, yeah. Dennis Hopper. You didn't tell it. He said, "Hey, you should be screaming like that, man. You're gonna draw attention, man. No, fuck them all. Hey, man. Don't, no, don't do that. Well, the cats have claws. You wonder why hurting his girl here. Damn. I don't know who they got. I think it's 1985. 1986. Yep, they got it. They sure do, man. Here, I'm gonna throw you guys River's Edge as well, okay? Here's River's Edge for you. If I ain't seen it, go check this out. It's a good show. River's Edge. Keanu Reeves, Crispin Glover, lots of people we haven't seen in a long time. Only Psych, man, lots of young actors. There you go. There's River's Edge for you. Copy that one too. Remember, go to your Google search, just hit it and paste it right there, and it'll pop right up. Now you use the play. There's two good ones for you guys. I'm gonna come up with a couple of recommendations before we get off here. Um, coming down to the nitty gritty of it. 2 hour and 23 minute movie. We're at 2 hours and 11 minutes. It's been a great joy, man. It's been awesome. Shine. Show to you guys. I'll give you one horror and one non-horror. How's that sound? Hmm. Yeah, I think it's something here. Not really. Oh yeah. Oh, there's the one. Yeah. It's also got with Leo Rossi or whatever his name is, Modeling too, and the accused and shit. Oh, you're all right, man. Like, yeah, but not. That's what I'm talking like. I really don't think there's a whole lot of supernatural shit like that going on full time. Now this, I think she just maybe lost her shit too. You hear mass scary, you hear mass, you know, you know, hallucinations. That shit exists, man. And think about it, they've been tracked together here for months. Going through a lot of fucked up shit. Now this here, this stuff, this is not snow. This is actually what they call that shit. It's dairy salt. And after a while running it, like I can't remember, like a couple of days of doing it, all day or whatever, it would start rotting the rubber and shit around the boots. This salt did. There's what they're using here for this. I love Kubrick's character study. You know, it's like his characters existing. Like I don't know, they exist. They're real to them. Like think about it. If the director has you doing um, a scene, the same scene 80 times, think about. I mean, just think about for 1 minute how after so many days, weeks, and months, how you're gonna be that. You're gonna become that character for that moment. The hell are you guys talking about, man? What are you guys talking about? Used to be like who? Oh, that's what. Well, I think he's he must be crazy, too. You know what I'm saying? I just think he's in his fucking head. I mean, as a teenager, I don't think he's done it long enough to really try to make himself, you know, insane with the drugs. So he had to be a little bit off to begin with, right? I mean, he's done that much speed by the time he's 17 years old, and damn, yeah, I can't stay out of boys, you know what I mean? But Jesus, as we get older, we gotta kind of start being a little, start being good a little bit. You're 50 years old, fucking around with too much shit, man. You fucking all dead of a heart attack, and they ain't no bullshit. I ain't trying to do that. I I haven't even had any grandkids yet. I was trying to figure out what the hell you was talking about. I was like, what the hell? You used to be like who? I just like, you see, they're not talking about me. I get excited and passionate and talk like crazy. But you got to think, I don't ever talk to anybody. So by the time the whole week's gone by, and I get you guys on here, I'm gonna talk your ear off, right? I was like, man, they ain't trying to say that I'm just got a fucking donkey here because I get all excited like a little kid. Oh, they know. I'm like, oh, no. I was just hoping. I was like, God, man, that would be really disappointing if people thought that of me. You know what I mean? If you guys thought that of me, that would change it. I probably wouldn't be able to do it anymore. You know, I'd probably leave. You know, I I I'd be humiliated. I truly would be. It would be embarrassing. I'd be so embarrassed I'd have to quit. In fact, she never would have left him out there like that because she knows he's lost out there and she knows he's gonna die. And she's still got something for him, still something for him, deep inside. Probably more than deep inside. She knows he's gonna die. She's not even going to help him now. And at this point, he no longer is freaked out. You know, he's thinking right now, sort of. He's saying, he he's yelling. If you listen real close, he's saying, "I'm okay. Help, help, you know, help me." You know what I mean? Listen real close to what he's saying here when he's screaming. He's saying, "Okay, don't leave," or something like that. Like I can't hear it right this second, but gotta keep it down. But I listened to this before, over and over, and he said something to that effect. He like straightened up real quick. So maybe it's sort of supernatural. Maybe something was possessed, and maybe it's out now. You know, it's possible. I wish they had subtitles up for that. I've seen them have subtitles for shit harder to understand than that. This is such a nice release, man. So good. Shin Museum is so fucking badass, man. It looks like missing all kinds of shit in there. It's beautiful. Yeah, that had to have been hard for her to leave him out there like that to die. Oh yeah, I ain't looking at that song for you. Sorry about that, bro. I'm just gonna type out this question. What? Yeah. What? I'm gonna type real quick. Long at the end of the night. Midnight, the stars and you is what it's called. Midnight, oh, the stars and you. Yeah, Midnight, the stars and you. Um, so we find out who did it. Let's see. Move. Who did it? Yeah. The stars and you. Come on. Midnight. There we go. I got it in hold on. Okay, come on. Move over here. Try to get down here, man. Slow that some. Midnight Stars and You is done by Al Bowley and Ray Noble and his orchestra. That's it, man. Did you hear what I was saying, man? Midnight Stars and You, done by Al Bowley and Ray Noble. Now, let's see the last few little things here that I got here. Um, yeah, that was messed up. Yeah, they found Danny Lloyd at a casting call or something out of Illinois. And he was from Peoria. Um, when he decided that he wanted to do this and he got to buy the rights, um, he got his idea of his changes for it from a novel called The Shadow Knows. And he adapted that novel mixed with King's novel and his own shit into some ideas that he fed to Diane Johnson who wrote the screenplay. Yeah, and all those takes were to get Jack frantic and Shelley emotionally, unhinged or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yes, released the theaters in the U.S. and the U.K. on June 13th, 1980. You see. And you know that those hedges and that maze look like 12, like they were 12 feet fucking tall. I guess they're only like 7 or 8 feet, but the way they had to shoot up there, and the way they did the camera, and however how he used it there, made it look tall. Yeah, yeah. Full and winter and the winter of '76 and early '77, I think. Yeah. Yeah. A few other things here, but they ain't no big deal. No need to do that. No need to do everything, I guess. We'll save it for something else. Oh, midnight. I have not seen Blue Velvet. I have never seen that, but I'm wanting. Okay. Shit. Like I said, like that means quite a bit to me. Because like I said, there was plans with me and Eric, from Mountain Top. I don't know if you guys are present here know of Eric from Mountain Top or Mountain Top 9. But yeah, he's around for many years. He was one of the, you like never would have expected this guy to find God and but you just say we're not gonna be able to do it now. It's disappointing, but I'm happy for him. You but I'm gonna keep it going because I think it's a kick ass film, man. It's B rated, I mean it's full blood shit. It's done really well. Uh, and he's got good life with a great little score. And so yeah, join me tomorrow night, 11 o'clock, man. Mount Top Massacre, 1983. Oh, have you? Cool, cool. Yeah, we did. Oh my God, I think our best one. I'm not sure which one. We did part two and part four. Um, I'm not sure which one. I would say part two, but just because that that's the one I probably went stupid on. But yeah, man, I'll never know why you guys like me. Why you guys I don't get it, but all right, you guys must see something that some other people don't. But I'm glad you did. That's cool. That's why I said thanks to you guys here a little bit ago. You guys are always here, and like I said, man, it keeps me going. I keep whenever I probably wouldn't do it in life much more. For a long time, I did them, and I didn't have a lot of talking. I treat them as commentary, but I never. I just full commentary for months. I just would talk about the film the whole time, and those are probably pretty decent too because I like commentary, especially passion. You know, so I probably did better work then than I do now. Actually, probably. I don't, I try to mix so much now. I put a lot of pressure on myself, but I don't feel like pressure. It's fun, usual, depending on what's going on. But all right, man. Cool, man. Yeah, yeah. Well, I can't. Like I said before, it's a curse. I have to. It's just what I have to do. It's just I am. It's just me, man. So yeah, I reckon you guys on for a long time. So I will let you all go. And I will see you tomorrow night from Mountaintop Shell Massacre. Have a great day. Once again, thank you very much. Much love to all of you. Don't ever forget, man. I'm Gorpo, and you're not. Take it easy.